Hi everyone, it's the River Hunter. So if you've seen the last video, this is part 2 of that hunt. Actually, I didn't plan in making it 2 parts, so that's why I don't have an intro for this one. Yeah, here we are doing it in the living room again. Didn't mean to say that. Let's say going through it in the living room as the actual intro. So I'm gonna explain a little bit more after all that. Let's just jump into it and have fun with the clips. So while floating on top of my air mattress, I just spotted the phone. So I went back, get in to get out the phone, and here I tried to hold on the rocks, but check out what I just spotted while trying to hold on the rocks to grab that phone. See right here? I'm gonna pause it, and right there is the phone. Right there is a gold ring. I didn't catch it because I didn't know it was there, so I'm just go back to get it. So right here I came back to the spot where I spotted the phone yesterday but was not able to get it out. So what I'm constantly doing right here is trying to spot it because I'm somewhere in the middle of the river, not 100% sure if I'm on the right track. And I have to spot it like a couple meters before to be able to dive down early enough because the current is pushing me away and I have to get down fast enough without going above it from the current. All right, here we are again, wrap up. So if you haven't seen or watched the first video yet, this is actually related to the ending of the previous hunt because I spotted that phone and I was not able to get it. So when it went back just the next day to see and try if I can get it out. And while that, I somehow stumbled upon this phone. This looks like an old Samsung, probably S6 or 7. I'm not 100% sure, but it's pretty far gone. I just spotted it laying down there on the floor, as you saw, and when I went above it with the air mattress. And then I went out the river, walked back a little bit, and tried to get it. While I dove down, I couldn't really relocate it, but as I grabbed the stone to hold myself onto a rock to avoid get swept away by the current, I spotted this ring. And this is 750 gold stamped. I didn't catch it the first time, went the second time, didn't catch it the second time, then went the third time, and was finally able to hold onto a stable enough rock and grab it, and also could grab just that phone in the same time. So that was like a surprising find, not only the phone, but the phone and the ring, like a 2-in-1 catch after a couple tries. So that was pretty cool. Also along, I picked up some more coins that I just found sitting there on the bottom. And then I went further to that phone, which I was actually wanted to get. But at some point I was in the middle of the river and I saw like the band of a camera. And I just spotted while floating above it. I mean, I've been out so many times, like literally so many times all these past days. You've seen all the videos and there's a lot more coming. And I never found that. So because it was a little further out and I usually don't go like through the middle of the river because the current is stronger and it's trickier to, if I spot something, to go back and even relocate it and dive down at the exact same spot, and like being able to be down at the bottom while the current pushes me above it and all that. It's just kind of tricky, you know. So surprisingly, I made it at the first time. I was able to walk back, go again, and just found that and grabbed that. It is a Canon D6, I think. It's written down there, I just forgot it. Yeah, Canon 6D. So it's pretty beat up, as you can tell. That's like what happens when it's been a little while in the river. I believe it was lost probably from off a bridge, but it was like not close to a bridge anymore when I found it. So that took a pretty good distance to end up there. And I actually broke it while I was checking for an SD card right here. I believe that's where it should be. Yeah, let's just open that. I just broke it again. No, it's not that, but somehow somewhere there should be like the slot for a SD card, but there was no SD card inside, sadly. So yeah, I just opened it with a knife because it was so crusty with all the sand sticking in between, so that it broke off and now it's just a part. But that's not too bad because anyways, there is no value to this anymore. I'm just gonna put it in the showcase for display. So that's about that. And then finally I made it to the point where I was able to get down for the phone. You can imagine, like from the last video that I didn't show the clip of me trying to get that phone, it was like the same, but the GoPro angle was bad, so I didn't include the clips and deleted them. But right now you just saw the struggle that I had getting this one, because the thing is, I had to, every time I went out, it was in the middle of the river, every time I went out I had to like locate it, and then being able, because it was like more than 10 feet deep, to see it and go down early enough to get down to the bottom while the current pushes me above it. So that was pretty hard. And then also, like every time I missed it, I had to like go far down river to a stairway exit to get out, walk all the way back, because there's just bushes on the left and right side of the river, so there was no access to get out or in. So it always took me a while. It was almost like 10 to 15 minutes each time. And then when I entered the river, I had to swim up a little bit on the side where the current is lower to go back to the middle, let me sweep down, and then trying to relocate it early enough. And at some point I just memorized the stick that was laying on the bottom. And each time I saw that stick, I went down without having even the phone visible down there. but I knew I was close, so this helped me get it at some point, but it took like maybe 10 attempts to get to the point. But finally I got it, and it's even working because it was in a waterproof case, and it dates back to August 16th, if you can see this right here. So I believe that's the day it was lost. The SIM card is locked and it has like a passcode, and I cannot enter it. So if you lost the phone on August 16 and the case looked familiar, just DM me on Instagram, and just maybe tell me the SIM carrier, so I will return it to you once I know it's yours. But it still works. It's an iPhone 11 in the end. I think it's an 11. I thought it's a Pro when I found it first, but it's just a regular one. Yeah, black iPhone 11. Got a couple of those already. So yeah, if this is yours, let me know. And DM me on Instagram and I'll return it for you. So this is more like a living room documentary of stuff than being actually out doing the thing, but I hope you still like the video and my finds. And yeah, there is gonna be a lot much more out soon. So in the meantime, go check out my Instagram right here, and see you at the next one.